Hi, I'm Jeremy Pollack, and you're about to watch a lesson in self-defense. Remember, our goal in this world is not to create more violence and aggression, but rather to create more peace and harmony whenever possible. So we're going to use these techniques only as a very last resort in the preservation and defense of innocent life. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so I'm here with my assistant Jimmy, and we're going to do a little handgun self-defense training today. We're going to start with a frontal attack. So I'm just going to assume that the guy's not a trained gun operator, and that he's going to put his weapon right in my face here. A trained operator is probably going to have it close back to here, so I can't grab it as easily. But let's pretend he's not a trained operator, and he's going to put his gun right here. So just a couple of general rules. When we're training with a weapon, this is a blank gun, so it's not going to fire. It's unloaded. I've already checked it. But we're going to always assume that it's loaded, and we're always going to train with his finger out of the trigger. Number one, we don't want to hurt our partner's finger when we start to turn the gun. But also, we don't want to, we just want to train this way to be safe, and so the gun never goes off with the finger on the trigger. So basically, he's going to put his hand here. What I'm going to do is I need to get this gun out of my face. A lot of people, when they teach gun, unfortunately, they don't teach sort of the number one rule that I think is important, is to get your body and face out of the way before you touch the gun. Even if I go faster than he can react, if his finger's on the trigger, this thing's cocked, ready to go, whatever, it might just go off the moment I touch it. So I need to get my face out of the way before I actually touch that gun. All right? So I'm not just going to grab it when my face is in the way. I'm going to turn my head before I grab it. I've got to get my face out of the way. So I'm going to walk up, and I need to get into a good range. If I can get close, the closer the better, right? My hands are close, the closer the better. If I'm back here a little bit, I can't do anything. This is dangerous. I don't want to reach too much. I want to be as close as possible. So if I have to talk to the guy or whatever, just to get myself closer, to get him a little more comfortable, that's better. So I'm going to be here. He's going to start talking, whatever. I'm just going to really casually listen. I'll do whatever you want to do, right? And I don't want to look like I'm about to strike or I'm about to do anything. I just want to be really casual so he doesn't think I'm going to challenge him too much. So from here, my hands are up because it's the closest distance to that, right? My closest distance to that gun, I want to get them here. I don't want them to stay down here and then all the way up. Putting my hands up like everything's okay. When I go, I'm going to turn my head, and I'm going to reach for that gun this way. As I reach for this gun, I'm going to turn it downwards towards him. Okay, I need to remember that this barrel is a ray of death. Anywhere this barrel goes is a ray of death. That means it cannot cross in front of my body. It can't cross in front of my body or any innocent body behind me. So what I need to do is turn this downwards and point it towards him if possible, or at least to the ground. Okay, so I'm going to grab it after I tilt my head, and as I do this, I'm stepping forward so I can get a little bit closer to him. When I step forward, this is my chance to hit, so I can just distract for a second. I'm coming underneath after I hit, grabbing the hammer, and I'm going to try to rip. Again, so I'm here, I'm grabbing. As I turn, I step forward. I'm coming underneath after I hit, grabbing the hammer, and I'm going to try to rip. If he's still giving me trouble, I'm going to knee, or I'm going to kick, or whatever I need to do to get that thing ripped out. So I'm going to turn it downwards and out, still trying to be aware of where that barrel is. Remember, we need barrel awareness to make sure that that barrel is always pointing down, grabbing it, and then popping back. Again, one more time, going to go a little slow. He pops it up into my face. Bad move. He's not a trained operator. He puts right in my face. I put my hands up. Listen, I don't want any trouble. I'm going to turn my head. At the same time, I grab that, turning it down, stepping in, pop right in the nose, distract, coming under the barrel, trying to rip. If I have trouble, I'm going to knee. Again, ripping, coming back. That's the idea. Tap, whack, come back. Now I've got it. If he comes forward, I can shoot. If he doesn't come forward, puts his hands up or he runs, I let him go. Right? I don't want to shoot a guy who's running away or he puts his hands up, making sure. Okay, got to keep our emotions cool. Okay, so again, he's putting his gun up into my face. Again, not a trained operator. This is not a good move for him, but let's say he does this. Putting my hands up. First, I'm going to get my head out of the way. At the same time, I grab. Okay? So I have to do both. I can't just do one and then the other. I have to get my head out of the way first, then move that barrel. Get my head out of the way first, then move that barrel. Once I move that barrel, I'm stepping in and striking. Okay, I'm going to keep barrel awareness, make sure it's pointing down. I'm coming underneath to the hammer. I'm going to rip. If I have trouble, I'm going to knee. I'm going to rip again, tap, rack. I've got him under cover. Okay? So let's go a little bit faster. So he's going to pop it out. Now, one thing I want to go over is a a lot of times, if he's got any training or if he has any awareness of his gun at all, and he's used to carrying a gun, he might not put it in your face, right? So one thing I found when watching some footage of people doing robberies and stuff like that, or even trying to do kidnappings, is he might hold this barrel back here so I can't get to it easily. Now if you're just a regular stance, yeah. So now this is a more dangerous position. I can't just reach out for this. But the thing that you find is when you start giving someone trouble, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll stick the gun in the face to brandish it, to make you, instead of shooting, they're just going to get it more in your face to make you more scared, right? So pose bigger threat. So I start going, I'm not going anywhere with you. I'm just not going to do it. He puts the gun on my face now. Get the hell in the car, right? So that's what you see a lot of times in footage. Get him to that point. When you get to this point, then you can start to go here, okay? Again, getting your head out of the way, getting that barrel, and then stepping in. So while he's here, listen, I don't want any trouble. Look, can we talk about? So I got to get the head out of the way and get that barrel first. Practice this over and over. Practice this over and over. 10 times, whatever it is. So you get that out, snap, down, okay? Over and over. Really exaggerate it. I want to get that head out of the way, okay? Then we can start to add in our strikes, coming under the barrel, snap, ripping, and come. Snap. We're going to tap rack if we need to. Coming back. Okay, one more time. He puts it back here. Listen, I'm not going anywhere with you. I'm not going anywhere. He puts it in my face. Okay, I'll do whatever. Boom, coming back. Tap, wrap. If someone just wants your money, right? They just want your money or your credit cards or something. Just give them your money, right? I don't want to get shot over money. Okay. What I don't want to do is go with someone. So if he wants to take me somewhere, he wants to drive me somewhere, he wants me to do something different, something weird, I'm not going anywhere. So that's the point at which you kind of have to say, okay, either I can escape or I have to fight, because I don't want to get in a car with the guy. So we'll do some role playing, and we'll just go through the whole thing. All right, so let's say he's got it. I'm turning around, I'm at an ATM or something, right?
Give me your money. Turn around, give me your money.
Here you go.
All right, let's go to the car.
Here's my keys, man.
No, let's go to the car. You're driving.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Let's go to the car.
So again, if he says let's go to the car, I'm going to go somewhere with you, do not go. Do not get in a car with someone. You don't know where they're taking you. Okay? We'll do it one more time. Okay.
Turn around, give me your money.
Here you go.
Let's go. You're driving me.
Driving you where?
Just go.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You're going to go to the car.
I'm not going anywhere.
You're
Sorry.
going to the car.
Listen, I'm not going to. So again, remember, not going anywhere with anyone. All right. Someone wants your money, give them your money. If they want to take you somewhere, they want to kidnap you, they want to do something weird with you, that's when you have to go into fight mode.